Hi, and welcome back to the show, and I'm with John Broons, and we've been talking choices and the massive variety of choices that individuals have within a family that's in business, and whether they're working within the business or not, but all these individuals' expectations, dreams, and how big their dreams are, I think was one of the questions you left us with, John, as agreeing that you spent a long time working in families, as well as, and I think recognising that you yourself got into this by actually buying your own family business, quite a large business. You went through the process of talking with the family members respectfully, and so it all went smoothly, and you got into this game because families went, how did you do that? Yeah. You made that look easy. Yeah. We're struggling. And so you've actually got into this advisory role now. But when it comes to choices, and we talked about all the individuals, we talked about the, keeping that consistency, and yet we need to allow variety and all changing because to keep us fresh. And we talked about the individuals themselves, this discussion, letting them connect to each other, but still recognizing their uniqueness. When you're looking at this in your years of experience in this, what's been one or two of the biggest lessons you've learned by talking to families about choices? What have you actually gleaned from this or learned from this?
That the picture that anyone has in their own mind today of what things look like in 5 or 10 years' time is a picture. And we can work towards that.
Yeah.
But we have to be a little bit allowing for the changes that come from all of the different directions. Through the economy, through experience, through business, through family, through all sorts of ups and downs. It could be the weather will change your business one day. It could be a random fire that happens, and your supplier can't supply all of a sudden. So you've just got to be able to ride, go with the flow, and be clear in your decisions. Yeah. Not everything is going to end up perfectly.
No. So someone watching now, or a family business watching, and normally a family's got a head of the table that's running it, either a mum or a dad, or maybe a couple of them that are running this thing, and they're trying to glean this next generation through or coach them through. But they're getting to that point of going, okay, I always just see it from my point of view, and the we that I use is actually the royal we. It doesn't actually mean we at all, it just means me. Which is we, just me spelled backwards, I've discovered. What's your advice to them? What's your biggest takeaway? Where should they actually go? If they're in that mood now of going, or in that position now going, I recognise this, and I don't want this, I actually want this thing to be a bit more freer and to better educate. What's your biggest advice when it comes to choices?
Okay, if you're stuck, some people recognise they're stuck, and they're able to go and talk maybe to somebody else they trust in their family. If there's no one in their family they can trust, they need to find somebody else. And sometimes it could be a paid professional.
Yeah.
Sometimes it could be somebody that's treated as a mentor.
Yeah.
So you have to have a very high level of trust with this person that whatever you speak about will stay confidential. So you get to have a conversation. Sometimes it's just worth having the download, get the words out. That helps you clear things up. There are some people who don't know that they don't know they're stuck. And unless there is a jolt that happens, that can be painful. They may not even recognise they need to talk to somebody.
Yeah. Can I say, and I've experienced this myself, and you mentioned the word jolt then. And honestly, I've spoken to people, and I know you have, and people don't know they're stuck, and all of a sudden this jolt comes through, and we can, fewer people can relate to this in life, something, heart attacks, or suddenly you've got cancer, or in this case, somebody or something in the business has gone whack. But when you go in and you work with them, is it like oh my God, I'm no longer imprisoned in this little world that I'd locked myself into, like the world contract. It's suddenly opened up, and the freedom is almost a relief to them.
Sometimes it's a relief, and sometimes they like to stay locked up because the fear of opening up to something wider is terrifying. It's that they don't know. What they don't know is out there, and they don't know how to make a decision in that bigger, wider world. Some of those choices that will come to them, just the idea that there's a new choice is hard to step into that world.
Yeah. And is that where a professional like yourself helps them, guides them, supports
Sometimes
them?
a psychologist will help. Sometimes they will need that professional help from that kind of person. And it may be, it's certainly not necessarily me that needs to be, but you need to have a family business advisor who understands the whole family dynamic, not just the individual. So what I'm saying here is that the whole family needs to be aware of what's going on, even that some people might need a little bit of help. And then we can actually work, or the group actually can work at how do we move consciously, clearly, and with a little bit of carefulness and softness in some cases to move them forward. And sometimes people can't do that. I had an issue, this is going back many years now, a Japanese client, the family business, one brother ran the business, the younger brother was the family accountant, and he hated his job. He was in his early 50s and he was forced to stay. He was forced. Dad gave the business to the older brother, that was the tradition, and the younger brother followed suit because the older brother made sure that everybody had a job, that needed a job or wanted a job. And the culture kept him there. I said, in conversation, one-on-one, I said, you have the opportunity here to leave. You're 50. You can go and do this for any other business. And no, I can't do that.
Wow.
So even when you open up the possibility, the cultural power is so strong in some cases that individuals just can't break it. And that's okay. It's not good or bad. It's just that you know that that individual will seemingly be kind of unhappy in his job until he decides to retire. So even when you open the door and show them the road and show them, open this door, walk through it, people do choose to stay.
So would you say that the core of being a family business advisor is allowing individuals to experience the choices that are available to them?
It's certainly a big part of it.
Yeah. And then working so they can understand their role, their place, and so the dynamics of the family improve and continue that all individuals within there grow and prosper. Yeah.
There's a question I ask a number of clients when I start off with an engagement, and it is, what's more important? Is it the family or the business? Whoa. So there's a choice in the way you answer that, isn't there?
There is. I'm glad we've run out of time.
So
yes,
that's a big issue for some people.
It is a big issue.
If family's number one, how do we help and grow our younger next generation?
And if family's number one, and you are in a family that's in business, and we're going to take this to the next level, we're going to open up our choices and see what is available to us. What is the best way of talking to Mr. John Broons?
You can send me an email, john@johnbroons.com. Visit my website. You can even book a 15-minute free consultation with me. Look forward to hearing from you.
Wonderful. Once again, John, I really appreciate you coming on with such a candid, unscripted...
Certainly unscripted.
conversation. It was fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thanks very much.
Thanks everyone for watching, and we'll see you once again on the show. Thank you.